and CEO of Art Healthy Healing. I'm going to make this story short, but I was at the good car wash, noticed this young man with a sketchbook. And with me and art, I mean, everything else around me was like invisible. I couldn't see no one else at the good car wash. So I went over to the young man and I was like, "Oh, are you an artist?" And he looked kind of like baffled, like, I don't know if it's because he didn't know how to answer or because I was a stranger. I don't know. But anyway, I kept going with the story. With the conversation. I was like, "Oh, these are really nice. Do you have any more?" Because being an art, kind of like the baby bells and whistles went off in my head. And I was thinking, I'm going to get them all. I'm going to buy every last one of them. Because I could see this child. Well, I'll show you why I say child now. This young man is gifted and talented. And I want to get in early on this good training and have all those sketchbooks. So he was like, yeah, he has some at home. And then I began to, flip through the sketchbook. And I was like, my God, baby, let me tell you what I found. When I got to this particular page, I found this. That he had sketched this. Right? He had sketched this in his sketchbook. Bells and whistles went off in my head, baby. Investment. Art investment. And this young man, right, I'm going to refer to him as young man. And I was like, oh my God. So a part of ARTT Chat and Chew and Art Health and Healing is education. So what I have this young man do is make sure he signed the bottom and put the year on it, which is, he just did it today. And I began to educate him, like briefly about, how to document, Excel. And also I said to him, I was like, you know what? I said, I'm willing to even teach you and educate you to help you build a strong portfolio. And so I'm thinking, let me give this child, this young man some money. Got that on my knees. Look, this is a true story. Got that on my knees, pulled out on my, wow, and I'm in the car. And I was like, oh my God, how much money do you have? Because let me tell you something. I would have gave this young man at least $50. And if I had $50, I might would have gave him the whole 100. Probably would have passed out, I guess. But okay, so I'm after he signed it, and now let me go back. So we talking, and I'm talking, and y'all know I can talk like. So when I looked up, I was like, oh. I said, how old are you? He said 13. I was like, oh. I said, but where are you? The next thing out of my mouth was, where are your parents? Right? He said right there. I was like, oh, his dad was sitting right there. And I'm so glad that, as I got down on my knees, I looked for the money. I was trying about educating him for free to help him build a strong portfolio. Also, that he was very talented, he was gifted, and that he could use the art to sell it to get a scholarship for him to go to college. So then I was like, I immediately, when he told me his dad was how old he was and his dad was there, I immediately apologized. I said, sir, I'm so sorry. If I had known that he was like 13, I would have asked him, are your parents here? So I could, begin to talk to them before, I started doing all the things that I did. But remember, initially when I saw that image at the car wash from a distance, everything else disappeared around me. I saw no one. All I saw was this image on a sketch pad that this young man was creating. So let me move right along because I won't keep you too long. So what I did was gave the father brochure. I hope he calls me. I hope his father calls me. And I apologized again on my way out the door. So when I arrived home, I showed them how to handle the art with care, sign it, so on and so forth. Again, provided the rationale behind it. And so I got home, was like, this looks familiar. So I was like, it looked like the cereal. I think that's Captain Crunch. I don't eat cereal, but anyway. When I was a kid, I did. So I don't have rights to this, but I'm getting ready to show you. But this I do own. This I do own. And so I saw this. I was like, oh my God. I don't know if the child likes cereal or not. Or this is his favorite cereal. I don't know. Because I wasn't thinking that when I saw him. So then I looked at it again, inspected it closely. And I was like, oh, this could be a milk or cereal commercial. So Nabisco, whoever makes the cereal, I think it's Nabisco, that makes the cereal or the Captain Crunch or any other cereal that you're thinking about creating, we need to find this child and talk to his parents, and you provide him with a contract. Because in my opinion, because what I interpret this, someone else may not interpret the same thing, but what I see after I, inspected this when I got home, after I calmed down, felt like I had a bottle of wine, which I haven't had nothing but water all day. I was like, this is amazing. It has, I'm just going to show you at the top so you can see, I guess this is a star. And the medium looked like watercolors and some kind of, I think it's called wash. I think it's the artist term. I'm not an artist. I'm an art collector. And it's like I guess it's like a star or something. And then over here, he has, oh God, I have my glasses on. 100% milk on that part. And then he has down here, oh, I didn't tell you his name, did I? Down here he wrote, get ready for a amazing taste of milk. And this is a cow down the bottom. Baby, milk the cow, get the milk, and baby, to put on the good cereal. And this one is, I believe, because it looks so closely like this, I don't have rights to this, but I'm showing it to you. Captain Crunch. So that's why I said Nabisco or whatever the major milk companies or some advertising agency, we may need to find this child because he probably can create a fortune for your company. Truly. Look at that. His name is look like I'm gonna say demon, but it's not demon. Like Demon Swiss, like Swiss cheese. But look at this, y'all. This is truly amazing. From a 13-year-old African-American artist. Look at this. I'm going to give him bells and whistles. I'm going to give him my hand. Let me give my hand first. To artist Swiss. Job truly well done. And I wonder if there was a cereal contest, he would get first prize for me. Annabelle, baby. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I can't believe, I'm just still in awe. Look at this. I just have to show you one more time.